Okay, good morning. It is Christmas Eve. And here we are on the first trail of today. It is so wet. I mean, you can see how wet it really is. It's just sopping wet mud. I've been watching loads of vlogs recently of people riding around Australia and America and Spain and whatnot, and I'm just like, here's what we have in the UK. It's not the kind of stuff you really want to... It's not the kind of stuff you can really just let it blitz on. You kind of have to be a bit more wary. But anyway, we have the Kenda Big Blocks on the bike. It's currently already covered in dirt. As you can see, I took it out for a slight spin up this one yesterday. And they are currently full tyre pressure. I took it out yesterday with 32 in each, which isn't quite full, I don't think, but it's pretty solid. And I'm going to drop them down to about 26, 27 this morning, just to soften them up a little bit and see how these things go. I'm not going to go mad. I've got a full day planned today, well, about 3 or 4 hours on the trails. It's around a 50-60 mile loop, so the plan is just to go really easy, take my time, see how these tires go. Yeah, I'm not going to go mad. I don't particularly fancy spending Christmas in A&E, so let's see how we go. I'm on my own today as well, so that's also something to bear in mind. I'm going to drop some tire pressure out in the usual spot, and then we'll see how these tires fare. That's kind of the point of this vlog today. They're not great on the road. I mean, they're brand new, so I've not really tested them out on the road yet. I'm still going quite easy, and they're also covered in mud, so that's something else to bear in mind when riding on the road after trail riding. But let's see how they do in the dirt. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the tyres are so much better. Just more trust in them right now. I'm going to try and avoid, that centre patch. It's a bit too slippy for today. Yeah, nice. I'm afraid for those of you that like the sound of the bike, I've only got the one mic in today in my helmet. Way. It's definitely wet. Weight back and just let the bike do the work. Oh hey. Slippy. My eyes are actually watering right now. I can't see where I'm going. Alright, let's see how we go up this hill with these tyres on. It's definitely wet. Bit of a slip on there. Right, let's get up. So I came up this hill the other day with traction control on, yesterday actually, and it just wasn't having it. It's not bad, but not great either. But yeah, much better. Much better. It's incredible how the trails change from week to week. This is much rockier right now. Oh, little log. And the bike is all over the shop. And the rocky section. Nice. A bit of foliage on the ground. I guess that's from the storms that I managed to totally miss. Whoa! Sideways. Nice. Well, that's the first test done. Let's get that traction control back on. Okay, I actually did that whole thing in gear 3. I didn't even realise. I was too focused on the road to know what gear I was in. But it managed it, but wasn't ideal. Gear 2 would have been much better for that. I thought it was struggling a bit, but as I said, I did that whole climb yesterday in traction control and it wasn't bad, but the bike kept losing power, obviously, to try and gain traction, and it just feels weird. It feels really weird to ride off-road with it on for me. I just can't do it personally. I'd much rather be doing it myself, controlling it myself. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a coffee now and some breakfast, and then we will carry back on. Okay, here we go, coming on to the second trail of the day. You'll notice these from some of the previous vlogs that I've done, although already the terrain is just so different. This is usually bogged down with mud, but today it's just rocks. You can tell people have been driving down here. Yeah, let's go nice and easy. Already we're slipping around a lot. Okay, let's see if I can navigate the way down here without having to smash the bike up on the trees and whatnot. This pheasant. The centre part is always super slippy, so we'll try and avoid that. Oh, it's wet, and there's a lot of logs and crap on the trail. Yeah, nice. It's just mad how fast it changes out here. You know, you come down one week and it's totally different to the next. You can tell people have been riding up here. There's trails, tracks from other riders all over the shop. Rocky, but the tyres are doing me massive favours, that's for sure. I'll be honest, I'm still getting used to riding a heavier bike. Coming from motocross, you can throw those bikes around on this no problem, but being on a 200 kilo bike is a bit of a different experience. So I'm still kind of building up my trust being on this bigger bike. And in all honesty, if I could afford two bikes, I would much rather be doing this on a lighter, funner, easier to ride little machine with more power. But since I can only have one right now, hey, this has to suffice, and it is great for it. You know, we'll see how it really does over the proper trails when we go to Wales next year. We're slipping and sliding around right now, but all good. The tyres have made a huge difference in just how much I can trust this thing. For anyone that's watched the previous vlogs with the stock tyres on, you'll know that I would forever be going on about losing the front end. So having these on just makes this whole experience so much funner. You can actually trust the bike a bit more, which makes it fun. Oh boy. With the stock tyres on, you're just always thinking, oh god, when's the front end gonna go? When we're gonna slip out? Oh yeah. That one was a bit of fun. Nothing too gnarly. What a beautiful day it is. Look at this. What a day for a ride. It's about 10 degrees today, which is mental. I'm layered up. I don't think I really need the layers. And let me just quickly say, these heated grips have been an absolute game changer for me. I didn't think they were that good. I put them on and they didn't get that hot, but with the hand guards as well, they're just perfect. A little bit of heat, stop the wind from getting to the hands. It's perfect. And just a quick heads up, we did that again with ABS and traction control on, so it's not too bad. It really does help in places, but I will post a video within this video of yesterday's ride up that hill with traction control on, and you'll see exactly what I mean by it's not ideal sometimes. She knows where we've been. Christmas chaos. Christmas chaos. There's a hunt happening just ahead here. I really hope we don't come across these guys on the trails. Okay, today's trail ride has been overtaken by horses right now. And quad bikes by the looks of it. Hey man, how are you? Yeah, good, thanks. That's crazy how he noticed me through a helmet. Oh yeah, finally managed to find our way to the next trail. There may be people walking on it though, so I'm going to go easy. But just to give you an idea of what we're looking at, this is the kind of stuff that we're riding on today. It's very slippy and slushy, mixed with hard spots as well, of course. This is quite a rocky area. We go up around the corner, then hit a few rocks. So we'll go easy, see if the corner's clear, and then carry on. Just taking a moment to rehydrate. And then a 4x4 smashes it up this hill, no problem. Okay. Get out of neutral, that would be a good start. Oh yes. And then we get to the rocks. Just to give you an idea, I'll go a bit slower so you can see what's going on. Actually, if you go around the side, you can totally avoid them. Almost. Spoke too soon. Yeehaw! Okay. Is there anybody walking? That's the question. have a look. Not yet. Oh, the middle section. Lovely. Let's get off of that. Beautiful. It's a totally different experience riding in this wet weather with these tyres on. I don't know if you can see, but the bike is slipping all over the place right now. Got a root. There we go. But let me tell you, doing this on the stock tyres would not be as fun. I think I'd probably be going half the speed, to be honest. Keep on moving. Kind of seems counterintuitive to keep on moving over the mud, but if you stop, then you're a bit buggered. Totally different terrain. It's not much of a comparison for you guys to see these tyres, as it's just generally harder to ride given that it's as wet as it is. Okay, we got the truck which came up here. Let's just take it nice and easy. We'll try and get past this guy. Alrighty. How you doing? Alright? I'll try and squeeze by if I can. Sorry? I don't think so, mate. I'll probably come off on the grass. It's a bit too wet. Cheers, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really friendly people. Super friendly. And they just make all of this a lot of fun. I would say actually around here I've not had one person complain about me riding on the trails. It's always just been, "You alright? Do you want a hand?" Or people laughing at me because I'm covered in mud. Oh, the bike's definitely going to want to wash today. It's going to be totally covered in Cotswold stone water. So I rode with these knobblies on yesterday with full tyre pressure. I've got to say, there's not much of a difference, to be honest. I've not noticed the difference. If anything, it's become even harder to ride, and maybe that's because I'm riding more cautiously today. Or maybe that's just a different day, who knows, but it feels exactly the same, so I don't think it's made much of a difference, to be honest with you, taking out about 7 or 8 psi of each tyre. I actually think the front's on a lower, I think the front's on about 26, to be honest. What I find best when you're riding these trails is just to keep your weight back, keep the front end nice and light, so when you do lose it, you get better control of it. Then you can just let the bike do the work. And to be honest, I'm finding this seat quite nice to grip with my legs. I'm pretty sure I saw a video somewhere saying that they didn't like the seat because it was hard to grip. I don't know if I saw that or not, or if I'm just making that up. But yeah, it's actually, oh, front end going out. Okay, that was very deep compared to what I was expecting. I do find it quite easy to grip onto. Let's get down a gear. Nice. Alright. Yeah, some of these puddles you do have to be careful. I was looking in the group for the TRF the other day and they went through what you would think is a normal puddle, but from what I saw they got into it and the bikes were underwater. I'm talking like all the way up to the seat underwater, so you're going to have to drain the bike. It's not something I particularly fancy doing with the MT. Bit of a wash, good to go. Yeah, you never know what's lurking beneath a puddle, so you just got to go easy. Generally a lot of rocks around this area. We're riding past all the mines right now, so all the quarries, not mines, all the quarries. Okay, good fun, really good fun. On to the next. Okay, so here's where I'm going to cut some of yesterday's footage. There's a lane just up ahead there, which I tried yesterday. And kind of failed. I didn't really try it, to be honest. I got through the gate and I knew immediately that without momentum going up the hill, I just wouldn't make it. And that's the only thing that I found, is that as soon as I hit grass on this thing, I took it on grass yesterday morning just to give these tyres a quick spin around before going out. It just starts to slip, and you really have to get good momentum to keep it moving, otherwise it just kind of gets stuck. And being on my own, it's not an ideal situation to be in. Okay, I've got a feeling that this one up here might be a little bit more difficult because we're going up mud and grass. Oh, that's handy, isn't it? That's really handy. Or make a makeshift holder. I'm questioning if this is the right route. Ah, no, I'm going the wrong way. No! Can I even turn it around? I have to drag it around. That's easier than turning it around. Get traction. Because once we're going, we're going. Okay, even these tyres are struggling. I thought this one might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, no way, not today. I don't want to start it and get stuck. Okay, yeah, we've got one small ford here. Nothing challenging really. I say that, let's go through it first. Yeah, it's just a concrete base. Super easy. Okay, I've never actually been to this one, so let's see how it goes. I'm really aware that it's just grass right now. I did say to myself I wouldn't go down any that I've never done, but I'm going to paddle my way down a little bit and just see what it gets, see what we come across. You know what, actually, rather than going all the way down, let's just take a little walk down real quick. Let's see what we're looking at. Doing green lanes that you don't really know, especially on your own, is that if you're on a bit of a bigger bike, okay, there's a lot of roots, a bit of shit in the path. It's going to be slippy, that's for sure. Quite overgrown. All downhill. This bit's okay actually. Yeah, it looks okay. And I think if we decide that it's too much, it's okay to come back up. It's not going to be a massive issue. Yeah, this is pretty easy, but it's a new one. So let's see Let's see how it fares down here. Okay, here we go. The world can watch me do a lane for the first time. And these branches are pretty gnarly. When you haven't got goggles on, let me tell you, you don't want one of them in your face. Okay, just gonna get down over these roots. Nice. Let's just get ABS off. That might be a good idea going down a hill. Okay. Oh. Okay, we got a load of people walking. Yeah. As I said, everyone around here is super friendly. Okay, it's kind of impossible to stand up down here, so it's going to be a seated ride. And there goes the front end. Bit of paddling going on, but you know, what can you do? It's just there's too many branches to really do much. It's a bit overgrown. I want to get caught on one of these. Take my eyes out. They're all branches with thorns on, so, and that one's extremely low. Yeah, one thing I keep meaning to do is take the screen extension off, but I always forget. Okay. This isn't the funnest thing to watch, I'm sure. It's hard to keep my eyes on where I'm going, but also the branches that are immediately hitting me. Let's hope it doesn't get too narrow down here, as I'm going to be absolutely As I said, it's always a risk hitting a new lane that you don't know, because you don't know what you're going to find. But so far, so good. Right now I'm just kind of rolling down here. The radiator is pumping. Okay, loads of leaves. Fun. Let's get the legs up now. Okay, we've got some rocks. Some rocks, but otherwise looking pretty clear now. Oh wow. Okay, there's a big log, but I don't think it's blocking the path. No. The guy up there said you're going to have fun, so let's see if I have fun, eh? Or if I just get stuck. Oh sweet. Yeah, we're going to get through. If I can get over this grassy patch, which is pretty flat. Yeah, nice. Okay, it's a fun little lane, but it's a bit too overgrown really to really have any real fun on. But this is fun. A bit of a gravel lane. Are we going the right way? Yes, we are. Oh, this bike really takes off in the higher revs. It's fun. A little partridge. Right, which way do we need to go now? Turning left in 220 foot. Nope, wrong way. Let's not destroy all the crops. What a beautiful view though, wow. So I can only assume it's this way. Hoo-wee. Hey, my phone is not gonna like this. Are we going the right way? Yes, we are. For those of you that are watching that are waiting for this bike, yeah, get excited because it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. And the reason why I'm riding today and filming this obviously is for the tyres predominantly, and they are definitely helping. God, we've got a load of pheasants up here. They are my absolute nemesis. They just run around all over the place and then freeze up. Nice. This has turned out to be a super nice little gravel track. I'm glad we came down it. Okay, which way are we going? We're going right. It's so beautiful out here. So beautiful. For those of you that are just tuning in, I'm currently riding around the Cotswolds. And then down we go. It's quite a big drop off down there, so I think at the bottom there's a massive stream, so we're not gonna go rolling down that hill today if we can help it. Back wheel locking up, but at least we got some traction. Okay, there is a moat. I mean, I keep saying moat, it's a pretty big ford just there, but there ain't no way in hell we're going through that. I mean, there you go. It's just, I have no idea what's on the bottom other than the rocks. Let's get some momentum to get through this dirt. There we go. Yeah, it's getting through, it gets through mud absolutely fine. These tyres are brilliant. The other tyres would just be spinning around. Oh, wrong side of that one. Get back up. Couple of roots, but nice and dry. And then some more walkers. Thank you very much. Yeah, I see all these videos of people riding around abroad on trails and they're just not really made for walking and it looks insane. Maybe next year we'll go and find some. So this is the one where I actually broke the forks on the Interceptor. And as you can see, it's there's a good reason as to why that happened. It's pretty bumpy, pretty full of potholes. Really tests it out, going in and out of these. And the top blew off the seal broke on the Interceptor. And now the puddles are covered in water, you can really tell why hitting these at some speed on the Interceptor was not a good idea. I'm really excited to see how the Bear, oh, quite a few rocks here, how the Bear does off-road. But to go way back, I was thinking of keeping the Interceptor and turning it into a scrambler, but I mean, just imagine bringing an Interceptor across this kind of terrain when it's this wet. I mean, it would be torture. It would absolutely ruin that bike. Oh yeah, we got a pretty clear straight ahead right now. It's a little bit slippy, but it's good fun. That middle bit is definitely slippy. God, my phone is taking an absolute battering. Getting thrown around all over. Oh, we got some bikers down here. How you doing, alright? See you later, man. Okay, almost at the end right now. We're coming up to, I think, what's going to be the most challenging part of today, which is quite flat, but the ruts get pretty gnarly. So I'm probably going to end up paddling through most of this, but we'll see how it goes. From what I just heard from this guy who's been riding all day today as well, apparently it's super wet and boggy down this part, so this will be the real test. This will be the real test, and I think the final track of today before we go and wash this bike, because by God it needs it. Are we plugged in? Yes we are. Alright. Oh, back end's popping out already. Let's see what we got going on down here. Just gonna take it nice and easy. Alright, taking this line then, okay, fair enough. That's where the bike wants to go. Alright, yeah, we're getting into some mud. Ew. Nice, these tyres are a massive help. The last time I rode this one was with the stock tyres on, and it was interesting, but it was also dry, so big difference there. Okay, this bit's alright. Say that, slipping and sliding all over the place. But the bit we're coming up to, I know for a fact, gets pretty boggy. Alright, it's not as bad as what I thought it would be actually thus far. I thought it would be much wetter than this, but the ruts are pretty similar to what they used to be, which is just a really small single tyre rut through the middle and either side. They're very narrow, and this lane just gets narrower and narrower as you come down it, so it just gets... Alright, we're going into that rut. Yes we are. Go on, stay in it. And now I see what he means, it's starting to get very wet. Kind of a mix of gravel and dirt. Whoa, into that one. Hawthorn, I want to try and avoid that to save me getting a puncture. Alright. Which way are we going here? Let's try and go up. Yeah, nice. I see the wet parts. I see it, come on. Here we go. Okay, these bits are the absolute nightmare. Although saying that, it's not too bad. Maybe it's the tyres. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Pulling through, nice! Yeah, working an absolute treat through that. Spoke too soon. We got more to come. For some reason I thought that was the last one. Hey. Maybe that wasn't the part I thought it was. Maybe it's coming up. Okie dokie. If you go back, you can actually see a video of me riding these when it was dry, and just see how much of a difference that makes when it's just dry. It's such a different experience. Let's try and get up that middle one. Nice. Okay, bike wants to go sideways. But it's staying up, which is the beauty of these tyres, which just goes to show they're making a huge difference. They're following this rut really well. They do want to grip the sides, which is a bit of an issue, and when they do grip the side and it wants to throw you off. It's a very, very thin rut. Bit of paddling, and we're through. They really pulled through that well. Made really easy work of it. Oh, this one looks wet. Okay. Luckily it's just gravel and a bit of dirt in the middle. Whoa! Bit of sideways action there. And traction control is actually on right now, so it's doing pretty well. It's actually doing a really good job. Wait. Okay. I guess it's one way to clean the bike off before getting home. Oh, that's a beast. Okay, that is a beast. Nice. All right, guys. I think that could very well be the end. I know I keep saying that, but oh god, the phone. Oh god, look at it. I feel so bad for my phone right now. It's getting smashed up. And that is the day done. It's been a wicked day. The trails have been a lot of fun. We went pretty easy, but still nonetheless they've been a lot of fun. It's just been really fun to get out with some proper knobblies on. And to summarize this whole video, the reason why I did this video today really was to test out the tyres. They're brilliant. I know they're not the best tyres you can get. These are the cheapest ones that I could find, the cheapest knobblies I can get online right now. Well, they Kenda Big Blocks, brand new, you know. Stuck them on ourselves, saved money there. The tyres themselves are relatively cheap compared to other stuff. I think they're about 20% cheaper than most tyres that you can get, and they do the job. You know, they're definitely an improvement upon the stock tyres. I can guarantee that they're not perfect by any means. They're not, you know, the best off-roading tyres you can get. Obviously they're the cheapest ones, so they're not going to be the best. But if you're like me, you're not riding professionally, you're not really hitting enduro tracks and stuff like that where you really want to hammer it really hard, these are absolutely fine. I mean, eventually, maybe next summer I'll get some better tyres on here for Wales and whatnot, but these have been good. These have really served me well today, and some of those trails were seriously boggy and muddy, and it did just fine. Didn't get stuck once. We were sideways quite a bit, but not getting stuck, and that's the main thing. Only place they do struggle is on grass, but any bike's going to struggle on grass. It's slippy as hell, especially when you're on a 200 kilo bike trying to get it up a hill on grass. You're not going to get traction. That's the bottom line. You know, you just got to get momentum and go, go, go. And that's it, really. That is today's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed. I don't know when I'm going to get this out, so either have a great Christmas, and if it's already been Christmas when you're watching it, I hope you had a lovely one with the family. And I'm not quite sure when I'll be back. There's a couple of runs going on after Christmas, but I don't think I'm going to be around this area. I think I'll be back in London maybe. But if I do pop back down, then I'll give it a shoot, get it all on camera. Although here's the main hang up with being on a slightly bigger bike. Sometimes these runs just aren't suitable for them, and yeah, you can give it a go, but the problem is being on a slightly bigger bike, going on these tracks which are more suitable for smaller bikes, more agile bikes. I wouldn't say smaller bikes, more agile motocross bikes, is that you kind of end up holding people up. You're always having to get a push, or you're always on your ass on the ground. So we'll see what happens, but otherwise I'll see you all in the new year sometime. I'm slowing down a little bit with the videos now, but I've said that's going to be okay until the summer. I need to focus on some life things rather than just riding around at the moment, just for a little while. And then when it starts to get a bit warmer again, which today it's pretty hot, I'm sweating right now, but I'm pretty sure it will get colder over January, February. I'll be back, getting a ferry over to France and seeing where we end up. That's the plan right now. Super exciting. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys on the other side. Have a wicked time, whatever you're up to. And thank you as always for tuning in. Adios.